Tom Tugendhat and Jeremy Hunt have tried to hold this government to account. My name's Mike Cashman, channel is Britannia Waves the Rules, please subscribe. So Tom Tugendhat and Jeremy Hunt, as chairs of House of Commons select committees, have sought to hold the government to account. Tom Tugendhat's asked some tough questions of Dominic Raab, for example, and Jeremy Hunt, with Greg Clark, has led a joint initial inquiry into COVID. Now, I think this is in contrast to other contenders for the leadership of the Conservative Party who have been part of Boris Johnson's cabinet, who have supported him for varying periods, but up to 3 years, and have only very recently discovered that Boris Johnson is a liar, although that was obvious to us all along. And I know you can criticise Tugendhat and Hunt, for example, if you wish, for being part of that Conservative Party, though not part of the government. I think the analogy for me that springs to mind is if you're on the bus with a crazy driver. Now, you can object to the way the bus is driven, you can get off or be pushed off, as was the case with people like Dominic Grieve and Rory Stewart. Amber Rudd took a little while to work out whether she was on or off. Or you can stay on the bus because although you don't like the way that it's being driven completely, you perhaps hope to have some influence on the driver, or maybe even to take over the wheel and drive it in a more sane fashion. So if you are a critic of Tom Tugendhat or Jeremy Hunt, then I'm sure you'll be able to cite their voting record and the instances in which they voted with the government for things that you don't agree with. And there'll be things certainly that I don't agree with either. But as I say, that's the question of whether you stay on the bus for the reasons that I've suggested, or whether you jump off. And if you want to stay on the bus, you probably have to vote with the government. I'm not saying what I would do if I was in that morally difficult situation, but I do have some understanding of the dilemma. And amongst the field of candidates for Tory leader, that positive point about trying to hold the government to account is something that you can say about Tom Tugendhat and Jeremy Hunt, and not in that way about any of the others. This is Britannia Waves the Rules. Please subscribe if you find the videos useful. Thank you.